Looks like that one guy's getting their wish. During a recent interview with the Japanese game publication known as Den Famin Nico Gamer, Yuji Horii, creator of the Dragon Quest series has definitely raised a few eyebrows when commenting on the in development 12 main Summoner franchise known as the Flames of Faith. He did cite the difficulties faced by working from home because of COVID-19, which is understandable. It's affected a lot of games. However, he also had difficulties in trying to target a more quote-unquote adult audience. And while the comment was allegedly meant in jest, a large portion of the fan base did not take it well. Including some of the more bigger fans than me, who definitely were left scratching their heads at best and highly concerned at worst. I thought I would offer my perspective as a non-fan about the Dragon Quest XII drama, so here we go. As I've said before, I have a habit of not really getting into anything unless I have something I can personally add, and this is kind of a unique situation regarding that. I've made a secret with the fact that I'm not a huge Dragon Quest fan, and however, I do respect the series as a whole for establishing conventions and still being used in role-playing games, especially on the Japanese side to this day. That being said, the series never had the same kind of pop culture pedestal in other parts of the world it has had in Japan. And I faced these concerns when it was Final Fantasy 16 as well, and if a similar kind of gameplay and tone is going to be applied to Dragon Quest, as that is definitely a cause for concern because I was never really on board the hype train for FF16 like a lot of people were. I was kind of baffled to why to begin with, because even though it's well received, it hasn't exactly sold as much as the last game or even FF7 Remake at the same points. Admittedly, it's not an apples to apples comparison, but I think it still stands, especially given how 11 is among many installments of DQ that has dark moments to it, and even ones that would be considered to be more like hard aspects, such as like spouses builders, or could actually have a share of nightmare fuel and darker moments as well. I think it's gonna be another. If it was someone who was unfamiliar with the series how it worked, I'd understand this kind of statement being made, but no, this is made by someone who created the series and has directed multiple main installments to date and been directly involved in some capacity since the beginning, so you can understand why some people are worried now. Granted, this is a risk whenever any series does this kind of tone shift. It's a middle shift as well as shifting gameplay design. It's definitely difficult to get right and easy to mess up, I would state. Yuji also did seem to suggest that the game is not coming out just yet, so we've got time for things to change, but at the same time, it's a little comfort when the way they've structured this. Especially when, and arguably, Tears of the Kingdom is a game I absolutely love this year because it managed to tackle all those kind of dark themes while still being targeted at an old age kind of audience. That's another risk factor, trying to sacrifice the existing audience for a new one who might not take to it. Especially if they try to appease players in the West who aren't into DQ and it ends up not working out, that could also be a problem. You're not going to really see like an adult, say, Mario spin-off anytime soon, and while the Detective Pikachu returns, it's clear that there's going to be some kind of trap moments like there were in the last game. I think it's going to be as grimdark as other people suggest. I mean, people seem to like the series when it's adult in terms of story and characterization, not necessarily through excessive gore and sensuality. I mean, they may even there's even concerns that might discard Toriyama's usual art direction in favor of trying to hire someone else, and which is also kind of odd given how both in and out of series I'm familiar with his, he has experience dealing with kind of subject matter. And I think the uncertainty definitely plays into that as well. I mean, I will give them a pass for dealing with have development difficulties because of COVID-19, but as for everything else, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Personally, I'm more interested in the Ichi remake of DQ3 as well as a potential maybe like other earlier installments in that style. But feel free to let me know what you think about all the situation, and I'll see you all again very soon. Take care, everyone.